Welcome back to my chronological expanded universe review series, where I'm going through the expanded universe in chronological order, individual item by individual piece of media, all the way through in individual review videos according to my expanded universe timeline order. We've made it to Tales of the Jedi Dark Lords of the Sith issue number 3, so we're halfway through this mini-series now, and we jump right back into the action where the Joint Jedi Republic Task Force are meeting and rallying on Denendra, I believe is the name of the planet, because they are fighting the Krath. And of course, the Krath are the Dark Side Society. Here we have Odan is included here, and it's mentioned how he is an amazing alien telepath, as well as being a Jedi. We also have Thawne and Master Arca, Nomi, Shoaneb Kulu, Oswillum, Ulick K, the whole gang's there. Everyone's there for this rally because they're about to fight the Krath. And then Arca's like, "Where's Master Vodo? Vodo saw us Bass late." Vodo's across the galaxy, and his student, as Arca mentions, is pursuing forbidden knowledge. And Arca says, "No good will come of it." And so XR is exploring Sith space, and he's delving deeper into these secrets. And he comes across the spirit of Frida Nad. And Frida Nad basically like breaks his body, and then is like, "Will you submit to the dark side for healing?" And XR does, gets this brandish mark on his forehead in this really powerful, gripping art piece that's absolutely amazing. It's very visceral, and XR is forever branded and tarnished with having basically given his life to the Sith. And it is shown that Frieden is answering to higher Sith deities beyond there, so it's like, who are they? There's these other people that even the spirit of Frida Nad, the specter of Frida Nad is beholden to, in a way that they had to accept Exar Kun as a new member of them as well. And everyone around the galaxy like hears Axar's screams of anguish through the Force, including Vodo, who is on a ship orbiting there with his other two apprentices, the Cathars. I love me some Cathars. The Cathars Credo and Silvar, and it's shown already here that there's a point of contention. Credo and Silvar are in love, but Credo wants to get married and go back to Cathar and impress their people, their species, with their new Jedi powers. And Silvar doesn't want that. She's forever a Jedi, she says. So we can see already that there's some contention that will be explored as we move on through this comic series. So Credo and Silvar, very cool characters there. They feel Exar's pain. Silvar even says it sounds like Exar Kun. Ulick hears it as well, and all the Jedi who are rallying with the Republic forces to fight against the Krath, all of them hear it. But in the midst of this, then the Krath attack. And in the midst of this attack, Arcajeth dies. Arcajeth, huge character, huge important character. And on the cover of this issue, it's even kind of teased, right, that Arca's not going to make it out of this one, which is very sad. Arca's been here since the first arc, so it's very sad that he passes here. And his last words to Ulick are very potent and powerful, how he's like, "Cling to the light, my boy, cling to the light, Ulick." Very powerful stuff. And so it's very disappointing, very saddening to see Arcajeth pass into the Force here. And Ulick, of course, is heartbroken and is consoled by Nomi. Nomi Sunrider consoles him. In the midst of the battle, Silvar and Vodo and Credo have all come from where they were out in space, and Silvar's like, "You must be Nomi Sunrider, I've heard of you." So these characters are making connections here. And Silvar is in the battle. She looks super cool, brandishing her lightsaber in the art piece that they use there. Very good art. Before I get to my final thoughts, wow, the art here stepped up a game. Even over the last issues, the art looked so good here, so like stylized in just a perfect way. The background scenery, the characters, the style of the panels, it's all immaculate here. This is really good stuff, and probably one of the best issues overall of all of Tales of the Jedi, to be honest. One of the most important, because this is where Exar Kun begins his descent into the darkness. His journey down the dark side path is begun right here. So it's such an important issue in Tales of the Jedi as well. Beyond that, it ends with Ulic Qel-Droma saying that he swears that he will drive back the darkness. He vows vengeance for Archijeth, and he is so angered by what has befallen his Jedi Master, whom he cared for and respected so dearly. He is absolutely inconsolable, despite Nomi's best efforts. And so he's like, "I will vanquish the dark side." And it ends with him like vowing to seek it out and destroy it. So it's setting up some grandiose things. This is a very good issue. It really moves the story forward a lot here from what the previous two issues does. It's really like starting to pick up pace now. The first two were like laying the groundwork, and this does what the middle issue of a comic book arc should do, and moves it rapidly towards the finale. It's fast paced, it's quick, it's witty. The dialogue's all very great. It feels epic, it feels important, it feels poignant. It's got the emotional beats. It's so significant, and it's definitely one of my favorite issues of Tales of the Jedi. I'd rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, as I usually do, probably an 8 or 9. I'll split the difference and go 8.5. It's one of the most solid issues of Tales of the Jedi that I've had the pleasure of reading. It is incredibly solid. I remember so many things from when I first read this comic like years ago. There was so much about it that I vividly recalled, and reading it again today on like a third or fourth reread, like it's like I'm seeing these moments again, and I know what's going to happen. I know these panels. They are familiar to me. They are important to me because it leaves an impact. This is a very, very solid issue of Tales of the Jedi. This is what Tales of the Jedi is all about. So I would highly recommend Tales of the Jedi Dark Lords of the Sith issue number 3, and really the whole mini-series as a whole, and the whole series as a whole, heck. It's all really good stuff. But this issue specifically is firing on all cylinders. It's very solid stuff. But what about you guys? What did you guys think of Tales of the Jedi Dark Lords of the Sith issue number 3? Before I let you go, I'll have a little update on this series. This series has been going for a long time, over a year now. As of this video, the first video in this series, which was No Tron in Flames, has come out over a year ago, which is crazy, because it feels like I just started doing these. I used to upload like some multiples of this video series of reviews a day, at least daily uploads for these reviews. But as I've started to branch out and focus on many other things on my YouTube channel here, I've not been able to keep up with that, with recording all of these reviews ahead of time so that I can have one for like every day. I'm not able to keep up with the pace of like Matt Wilkins, who's just pumping out his reread videos all the time, right? I cannot keep up with that pace, and since I'm focusing on so many other things that are very editing heavy, I'm not sure how many of these I'll be able to get out in a quick pace. So what I'm aiming for right now is 1 or 2 a month, 1 or 2 individual review videos a month. At this pace, it's going to take me like 10 or 20 years to finish this series, but I don't care. I'm in it for the long run, right? We're in it for the long haul. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry for really like falling off of this series, and I think it's been like 2 months since the last one, back when I used to do it for months on end, just day after day after day. So I'm definitely going to be trying to get more of these out, but at a slower pace. But again, let me know what you guys thought of Tales of the Jedi Dark Lords of the Sith issue number 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Honey.